friends, so welcome back to the second section of statistical design, that is part of mechanical system design. Let's see the third numerical. So we have been given two mu values and two standard deviation values. We have to find out the probability of failure, FOS mean and FOS minimum. So let's see how to start. Mu is given and sigma is given. Mu t and sigma t is given. So from these two values of mean and two values of standard deviation, we have to make it one value of mu and one value of standard deviation. Subtracting the larger value of mu from the smaller value of mu, we get 250 minus 165, that is 85 MPa, that is mu. Now for the sigma, you cannot directly subtract them. You have to take it under root and square both the values while adding them simultaneously. You will be getting 36.72 Newton per mm square. We have one final value for mu and one final value for sigma. Let's see how to calculate Z, because it is the next step. Z is x minus mu by sigma. We don't have x. Now what we have to find out is probability of failure. For the probability of failure, safety will be 0, because if safety is 0, the product may fail. So taking that into consideration, we have to consider x as 0. X minus mu by sigma. We have mu, we have sigma, and x is 0. We will get a solid value of Z1. Getting Z1 is minus 2.315 MPa. Now again we have to interpolate the values from the table and we have to find out area. 0.4896 will be the area after interpolation. You can see from this table the area for 2.3 is 0.4896. Next we have to find out the percentage failure. So failure is as usual 1 minus A into 100. Now the problem lies here is we have this area of rejection and acceptance, and this is total acceptance. Similarly, transferring the area of acceptance to the right side, we get 0.48 plus 0.5, and this is the total. This is the 100 value, this is the rejection we have to find out, and this is acceptance. So 1 minus 0.4896 plus 0.5 into 100 will give us 1% rejection value or failure value. So we have found out the first bit of the numerical. Let's see how to find out the second one. The second one is percentage reliability. The reliability is the performance of satisfactory performance of product under certain condition that are designed. So reliability is 100 minus failure. That is how reliable the product is after failure. It will be 98.96%. Now we have to calculate FOS mean. As the name states, we have to divide the major mean value from the smaller mean value. So 250 divided by 165 will give us FOS average or mean value, which is 1.515. So the last and the third bit is minimum FOS. Minimum FOS is equal to mu s minus 3 sigma s, mu t minus 3 sigma t. Putting all the values in the equation, we get 0.7032. So this is the first kind of numerical where we have to find out the reliability, percentage of failure, and FOS, that is average and mean. Let's see what the next numerical is. This numerical will be a little bit longer and it may appear in your exam for 12 marks or 10 marks if they do. We have been given two dimensions, that is a dimension with two upper and two lower dimension or tolerances. We have to find out 2 mu, 2 sigma, and from these 2 mu and sigma we have to calculate 1 mu and 1 sigma. Next, we have been given the values of Z from the table and their areas are provided to us. Calculating the mean value for the first dimension. Mu d is equal to d1 plus d2 divided by 2. So 60 plus 19 and 60 minus 00. These values are in micron because surface roughness are always provided in micron. Similarly, converting it to mm, that is into 10 raised to minus 3 into 10 raised to minus 3, we will be getting 60.019 and 60. Taking their average, we get 60.0095. First value is done. Let's see what the second value is. 60 plus 0.06, 60 minus 0.07. We get two values and we get the answer as 59.993 mm. We get 1D. We got the major mu and we got the minor mu. Similarly, calculating total mu of the system, which will be the major mu minus the smaller mu, or the mean values. We get the total mean as 0.01 mm. So this is the final mean value of the system, which was provided earlier in the numerical directly. We have found out using the method. What we did was taking the upper and lower tolerances once and finding their average, because it is a mean value. Mean means d1 plus d2, and as there are two values, dividing by 2. Similarly, calculating upper and lower and finding their averages, and dividing the bigger mean value from the smaller mean value, you get the total mean value of the system. For finding out the standard deviation, the process is a little different. As I told you, the graph lies between 6 sigma. Therefore, we will be finding out sigma using 6 sigma is equal to d max minus d minimum for the larger system, and similarly d max minus d minimum for the smaller system. So sigma d for the larger system is 60.019 minus 60 divided by 6. We get an answer as 3.167 into 10 raised to minus 3 mm. Similarly, for the smaller value, we get d max minus d minimum divided by 6 as 2.167 mm. Now, we cannot directly subtract or add the sigma values, that is standard deviation values, as I told you in the previous video. Taking under root and squaring them and adding them simultaneously, we get 3.837 into 10 raised to minus 3. So as for now, we have the mu value, that is the mean value, standard deviation is there, and now we have to calculate interference fit, the percent of interference fit as said in the numerical. What is interference fit? It occurs when the maximum dimension, for example, let's consider a shaft and let's consider a hole. If the value of if the upper value or the largest value of the shaft is greater than minimum value of hole, it won't go inside, it won't fit. So that is interference fit, that is interfering fit. So for the interference fit, the clearance is 0. Similarly, for failure, the margin of safety is 0. For interference, the clearance is 0. In the same manner, we have to take x value 0 for interference fit. If clearance fit is asked, they may provide you some value for clearance. So taking the clearance value into consideration, we have to find out the percentage of clearance. In this particular numerical, you have to find out percentage of interference fit. So taking x as 0 minus mu upon sigma, we have mu 0.01, sigma we have found out, and x 0, we get some value of z1 which is minus 2.6. Taking it on the right side, we get 2.6, and calculating the answer from the table, let's see what the answer is. From the table, you can see the value for 2.6 is 0.4953. So we will be considering this area, and finding out the percentage of interference fit will be 1 minus total area plus 0.5 into 100. We take 0.5 because the graph is accepted, this is accepted, and this is rejected. So this area plus 0.5 minus total into 100. So for 0.47% interference fit. This was the last numerical. There are 4 types of numerical in statistical design, and all 4 of them are covered, 2 in the previous video, 2 in this video. Do check out the last video. I'll leave a card in the I button over here. I hope to see you in the next video. Keep practicing and keep subscribing.